good day. Lydia and Mason and Andrew and Natalie, Nathan, anybody else who's listening to this today. We're studying this picture. It's again from the book Come Look With Me, Enjoying Art with Children by Gladys L. Blizzard. And we are looking at this picture, and I'm going to be reading this page to you. This picture here was painted by John G. Brown. It's called A Tough Story. It was in 1886. And there was some questions that he asked. So let's look at this here and let's answer these questions as we look at this picture. How would you compare the clothes these boys are wearing to the clothes you are wearing? Let's look at them real close and compare what they're wearing. They have a lot of holes in them, don't they? What does that mean to you if they have all of those holes? A lot of times that means that they are not very rich and they're just wearing the clothes until they fall apart because they don't have the money to get new ones, and sometimes they don't have a mother that is able to sew them up. A lot of different reasons why somebody would have clothes like that. Find the lightest brown and the darkest brown. And that is a good thought when we're looking at this particular picture. There are lots of different browns. So we want to find the lightest brown and the darkest brown. Okay, let's see. Wow. Well, this is a brown on here. If we're going to be talking about the clothes only, we might be here. We might be considering the hair if we wanted to look at that for light brown. Now for dark brown, there's some dark brown. This pants is pretty dark, and that's pretty dark here. I don't know if those are brown or black shoes. They're pretty dark. Looks like they might be shoeshine boys. Look at that. That's a shoeshine kid. If you've ever shined your shoes, your grandpa or grandma might shine their shoes. And he looks like they're all sitting on shoeshine things. Can you find another brown that has yellow in it? Pa-pum, did we not just talk about that? The hair has some brown with some yellow in it. Definitely right there. Do you think the artist liked these boys? I think he did. The clothes might look like they have gone through a lot of stuff, but just look at the way the faces are so clean and so innocent there, and they're not, he's got a little dirt here, but they're really not shabby dirty other than that. So I think he liked the boys, and that's how I think he shows it. But how do you think he's showing it? These boys seem to be interested in what their friend has to say. What do you think he's talking about? Boom, you answer that to me. What do you think they're talking about? It is obviously pretty interesting because they're all really giving him a lot of attention there. So John G. Brown was the most popular painter of American children in the 19th century. This is what he looked like. English by birth, he came to New York when he was a young man, and he took a job in a glass factory until he could begin his career as an artist. Some of his favorite subjects were the boys who worked and played in the city streets. They reminded him of his childhood in England. In Brown's day, there were many popular stories about poor boys who were successful through resourcefulness and hard work, and the boys in this painting are taking a break, resting on their shoeshine boxes while they listen to the story one of them has to tell. So we have 4 boys here, and so what we're going to do today is we're going to draw a picture of a boy, okay? So go ahead and get your paper out. I'm going to just move that aside so we can look at that while we're drawing and getting a pencil. And we're just going to be drawing the face. And the reason why I just want to draw the face is if you want to, you can draw 4 because there's 4 boys. Otherwise, you could just draw 1. Going to be simple, a simple boy. All right, so we're going to start with a circle. Okay, we all know what a circle is, and circles are easy. These boys here have straight hair. This one here has a little bit of a curly hair. And so we're going to keep that in mind when we draw. But we're going to draw the ears first. Ears are just sort of ovals, and you've got them on the sides of the circle. All right, they're like right in the middle, pretty close. And like I said, curly hair is easier to draw, but you draw whatever kind of hair you want. I didn't bring my eraser over here, so let's just pretend that, draw a few more extra things to cover up that there. All right. So here we have this boy with flooming hair. It's going out the side. He needs a haircut, maybe. I don't know. All right. And we're going to do some eyes. Eyes are ovals. We're going to do 2 ovals. And this one's more circular, but 2 ovals. And then we're going to draw a circle on the top of it. And we're going to color in the bottom. And then we're going to draw a circle for a nose. Okay. At this point, we're going to just stop a second, and I'm going to do it all real dark so that you can see it with a marker. It's always good to draw with a pencil first. Then when you go over something with a marker, then you can choose what you want to draw and what you want to just leave. Okay, so here we have this boy, and he's got this bunch of curly hair. All right, so what are we missing on this boy? We're missing, we are missing his mouth. And that's the point that I wanted to show you. There's different ways that you can do mouths. And so I have 4 boys, just like the 4 boys in this picture here. And all of them have a different mouth. I had a hard time deciding what color I wanted to do the face, and so I tried a couple of different ones. The cap on this marker here looked lighter, and that's why I chose it. I said, that's pink. And then this one here, a lot of times when I was growing up, I did yellow because it was the lightest that there was. This is a nice suntanned one, and then of course brown works real well for a color of a person's skin. And so I just did a bunch of different colors. So besides that, the other thing that's different is their mouth. This one's sad. This one is open in amazement. This one is smiling, and this one looks like it's doing the talking. And so in our particular drawing that we're going to do here, what kind of mouth do we want to have? Do we want to have one that's talking? That might be fun, just 2 lines like an almost making a triangle. And then if you color that in, that works, because when you open your mouth, it's hard to see inside, it's dark. So you can color in that part right there. So there you have it. You have the drawing, and now you can color it in, whatever color face that you want to have it to be, and whatever color hair. I just did them all brown. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed our little reading of the book.